Typical day. Welcome to Big E's Auto. Another day here of trying to do a project and realize the cord isn't plugged in. Hang in there. Alright, see if I can get this done. Alright, here we go. See if I can change. Hang on, guys. Let me change this around. You really can't see anything there, so see if I can get you to fit under. Let me shrink the stand down. I don't know, maybe you can see now what I'm doing. Here we go. So, before we go ahead and re-weld that on, we got to get the old weld off. I might not be able to. Let's see here what I can do. Now, I should probably raise the car up more than I did. There is a weld there. I mean, that is pretty clean, but I should probably clean the other side. So, you guys want to just hang out? I'm going to go ahead and jack the other side of the car up. I grab my jack and another jack stand. Somewhere here is the frame. I could just go through it. Alright, let me get a jack stand. Alright, now. Okay. That one looks good. That should be, I should probably raise that up a little bit so I can get over on the outside shoulder of that A-arm. All right, now, yeah, right about there should be good. So that way, we don't have to worry about it coming down, hopefully. All right, let's see how this goes. Okay, now I'm back. Let's see here. I wonder if I should raise that up a little more. Unless I come in from the other side. Really not much room to work under here. All right, maybe we'll do that. Come in on the other side. Or from the front. Jack the front up more. All right, I'm gonna go there. Hopefully that works. And the other side. Let's give that a shot. Actually, that one looks too far back. I'll pull that front. Okay, let's let it down. All right. All right, we should be good. All right, let me see if I can grab something else. Creeper. All right, now, let's see here. If I can get better over here. There we go. All right. Now, I think we're good as far as our grinding and prep work. So now, let's get the piece, and we're gonna index it, get a Sharpie and index it so we know what position it needs to be in, and then we can plug in our welder. All right, here we go. Now, put this on there. We want to have it down and in a little bit. Something probably but resembles that. Maybe a little up on this. All right, that actually is holding pretty nice, but for the sake of making sure we're in our position, we're gonna make a alignment mark there. That looks pretty decent. Yeah, let's go with that. All right, we're gonna plug in the welder. We're gonna start gluing it. So, we got our, gotta untangle everything, of course. There's our piece. plug it in. We need our ground. Ground shouldn't be too bad. We could put that here. Let's turn our welder on. All right. So now we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna make sure I'm where I need to be, and we're gonna go ahead and tack this in place. Now I gotta go underneath. I want to get the inside as well. So let's roll back here. Make sure. That seems pretty good in position, so that would be beautiful because it's a flex core welder, but all that matters right now is that it holds. Looks under here, looks good on this side, so we're gonna finish welding the other side. So I'm gonna finish this up. I don't think that's going to go anywhere. I think that's there to stay. We'll let that cycle, let that cool off. And then what we're going to do once it cools down, we can go ahead and hook that hose back up. But that's going to take a bit till that cools down. That got pretty hot. Try to move this out of the way. Yeah, that's on there. We'll take that ground off because we don't need to do any more. That's moving everything. I think we're good there. That's a good weld. Now, mind you, it's not like this is a flux core welder, so obviously if anybody has questions about welding, no, you're not going to weld a frame with this. This is good for body panels and exhaust work with flux core stuff, but I wouldn't do anything more than that, to be perfectly honest. So we'll let the welder cool down. And then I'm going to get I think the clamp is still in the trailer. So I got to go in the trailer. I got to get the other clamp. And then I can put the hose back on. And then we can let this thing down on the ground. And we should be in good shape then. So anyway, I'm trying to see if I can get up here. And I'm gonna put some tools away in the meantime. I'll be right back. All right, there we go. Whoa, lost you guys. Sorry. Up. I need to jack the welder. We're done, but I gotta let the fan run to cool it off. So we're gonna take a walk over here to the trailer, and get that clamp. And I'll put that hose on, and we're basically done with that repair. Yeah, there it is. There you go. I got my clamp. And straight screwdriver I'm gonna need. Really got hot this afternoon. Probably picked the worst day to do grinding and welding, but oh well. We got the welding done. Now it's just putting up the evac hose on the check valve for the exhaust vent, which helps the engine breathe a little easier. Doesn't have the pressure that's created through combustion. The whole idea of the evac system on there is, I don't know if I explained this before, but yes, theory time. So the theory behind the evac system on race cars, because they're not really legal on street cars, although I have one on my truck. Shh, don't tell anybody. Is the theory, and I'm repeating myself because I'm trying to concentrate to find a straight screwdriver. My garage is an absolute shambles. Unbelievable how I let it get this bad. All right, hopefully I gotta step on this. Hopefully I don't die. Oh shit. All right. Here we go. I can use this screwdriver. Okay, I should be good. All right, back to theory time. So what happens is with exhaust, anytime you have any kind of air movement in a pipe or any kind of chamber, that flow creates a vacuum, if you will, a negative pressure, might I say. So what someone discovered, if you weld, they take a piece of pipe and they cut a 45-degree end on it, and they also have a little V cut in. So what they discovered that does is it creates an area of low pressure when you weld that inside your exhaust pipe. So you have the flow of exhaust gases. So they figured, hey, if we take that negative pressure and we plumb that to the valve cover, that can help suck out, they call it a sucker system as well. It'll suck out all the blow-by gases from the combustion of each cylinder, which will therefore help the engine run easier and freer. And hence, maybe a little more power. I don't know if it's really measurable, but if anything, it puts less stress on your piston rings and bearings and things like that, which is a good thing. So that is the theory behind that. So that's why, like, a lot of your big, especially a lot of big cubic inch motors, like on dragsters and stuff, you'll see this evac. I put it on mine. It's only 383 cubic inches. It's not really a big motor compared to what's out there, but it does help with longevity. Plus it helps get rid of the heat. And anybody who knows about anything mechanical, the biggest enemy to longevity of an engine is heat. That's why we have different viscosities of oil. That's why you have, different cooling systems and fans and those kinds of things. So that's today's little lesson. So anyway, In the meantime, I'm going to set the camera down. I'm going to get on my creeper and see if I can get that hose on quick so we can be done, so I can get out of the freaking heat. Sweating my freaking balls off here. So I think maybe, just maybe, where did I had you guys over here. Hopefully I have you facing the right way there. So now I'm going to come in from the top here. Alright, now, well, that's not good. Well, let's see what happens. So I have my hose here, put the clamp on, make sure it's facing the right way so I can service it. I'm going to put that on there, hopefully. Oh boy, that wasn't very good engineering on my part, but hey, whatever. Well, it is what it is. Just trying to make it a certain way. Didn't quite work out like that, but that's okay. Let's see if we can get more hose on there. All right, now we're just gonna go ahead and so I can see. It's hard to see under here. Go ahead and tighten that up. I think we're good here. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. So now we got our hose hooked up. Our welds, it looks like it's holding. Actually, I'm surprised that the welds for a flux, actually they don't look terrible. I'm surprised. Usually look worse, a lot worse. So I'll take it. It holds. It looks somewhat decent. I'll take it. Hell yeah. I'll take that every fucking day. So then I come here and I'm pretty sure I can get away with turning the welder off right now. So that's that repair. So we got the turn down back on. We got that side evac hooked back up, although it is a little tight in there. Hopefully that doesn't create a problem later, but we'll wait and see. Actually, you know what? The sun's beating right on the welder. Let me unplug this. Hell, bear with me. I'm gonna carry my welder, at least the unit. It's in the direct sun. Ugh. Let me get it in the shade at least, since it's. Get this back. And I don't know either. The sky's off and on looking like rain. So that might be another thing too I have to consider. Why I'm covered in sweat and I just don't stop, because it's like you don't know when it gets hot like this if something's going to if a thunderstorm's gonna pop back up. So oh boy. So our next endeavor will be to get the car back on the ground. So I'm gonna let's jack this up and we'll get the jack stands out. Alrighty, there's one. Nice and easy, let her down. All right. Get this out of my blind spot. All right, now. So it's back on the ground, thank goodness. Trying to see if I can do everything one-handed. Hold jack stands, hold the camera, and try. It's kind of like trying to chew gum and walking at the same time. So yeah, I can pull the jack back. Just so it's out of the way. All right. Excuse me. All right, so I gotta pull the trailer out. So what do you guys want to do? Do you want me to keep rolling the live? I load up the Camaro. You guys want to watch that, or are you guys pretty much played out? How'd you feel of me today, huh? What do you guys think? Anybody out there? Because if I'm just boring you guys, if you want to see me load up if you don't want to see me load up the car, I'll just end the live now. But if you want to see me load up, I'll keep it rolling. Thing's under. The truck's all twisted up. Hey, how's it going? Load it. All right, Dave, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. Let me close. I'm going to close my side door here because my wife still has stuff in here. So I'm not going to tie it down, but I can get it in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this back. Trying to see how far back I can do this that you guys can see yet. I'm gonna put you at like the side of the street here. I'm gonna see how far. Yeah, well, you will. Let me get this up here because I got to get the trailer out. So I don't know. I guess let me get out of the way. I guess you can see the trailer. So I'm gonna let you there. I got to line up the trailer. right, guys, hang on. Here goes everything. All right. Oh my goodness. Whew. All right. All I gotta do now is the yard and unhook it. So we got that welded on. We got the evac hooked back up. We're in good shape. I would say for the most part, we're ready to run. Okay. I watch. No, it's right now. I'm gonna switch my glasses so I can read comments, so I don't have to squint and look weird. Like I said, it's hot. I'm sweating like a pig. We live at the end of a dead end street, and there's a cul-de-sac that I can even turn around if I want very easily. So yeah, and there's not. Surprisingly, for Friday afternoon, ever since they built the sheets down at the corner, I'm surprised there hasn't been more traffic. So it's actually been pretty dead here. So I'll take that, and then all I gotta do is just back this in quick, And I think that'll be it for today. Just minor stuff at this point. But hey, the exhaust is fixed, so that's a good part. And it didn't fall off. I think it's welded a lot better this time too. I don't think I removed enough paint last time on the muffler when I tacked it. This time I ground everything off. So, and I really turned up the feed on the welder, and I got a lot of, I was getting really good. It looked to me like it was getting good heat transfer. Like it was like a red circle, red orange, and it was actually growing as I was tack welding it, and then when I was doing the rest of the welding. So I think I got good heat transfer. I think it'll hold, and we'll keep our fingers. I didn't, jack I can move later. All right. All right, well, I'm going to bag a trailer, and you probably don't want to see that. It's probably boring as hell. Everybody wanted to see the car loading up, which we did. So that's today's fix. Now I got to just put everything away and wrap it up for the evening. So I'm going to end it on that note, guys. Whoever checked in, thank you. Dave, I know you checked in. Thanks for checking in. And I'm probably was others, but I didn't see with everything going on who's checking in, who didn't. So if you checked in, thank you very much. We'll see what happens tomorrow if I'm able to. You're going to Alaska. What are you doing up there? It's like really cold. I mean, it would be nice this time of year probably to get away from the heat here, but that's really cold. Are you going fishing or something? $55 degrees up there. Or you doing anything else up there other than fishing? I don't know if you fish or not, Dave. I just have to come into the air conditioning for a little bit. Whew, man, I'm all covered in crap. So, well, Dave, I don't know if I lost you or not, but I'm going to get going here. Dave, oh, okay, so you're not fishing. Okay, that's fine, great. Well, Dave, enjoy, be safe, enjoy your time, and look forward to when you get back and seeing you on here. So anyway, guys, yeah, so I'm gonna get going. I gotta, like I said, I gotta get the truck parked, unhook the trailer and stuff, and I got other stuff to do yet. I gotta see what time it is. Okay, wow, I gotta get moving. I got somewhere to be. All right, guys, it was good talking to you too, Dave. You take care of yourself. Enjoy your vacation. Everybody else out there, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate it. If you can, subscribe to the channel. Helps me out. Again, I'm still trying to get monetized. So if you could subscribe or tell your friends to subscribe, whoever, I'd appreciate it. I would appreciate the support. So that's it for today. So until next time, watch out for each other. Take care of each other. We see you next time right here on Big E's. Bye for now, guys.